While we will start working with any shift reduce parsing technique, so we first need to consider Java class, and this is the Java class we have considered as the shift reduce parsers. And followed by that, we will be taking certain variables. This is how we have considered. And obviously, we have also considered one specific array like string productions, as you have seen over here. And the most important thing is here we have to consider the buffer reader class. And this is how we have considered the buffer reader. And inside buffer reader, we have also considered the input string reader. And always we have to consider the package of java.io because all those input string readers as well as buffer readers are coming under this particular package. Followed by that, first thing what we need to do, we have to consider all the production rules as we have learned earlier, like E producing E plus E or E producing E star E. So for that purpose, what we will do, we will consider those productions to be entered from the keyboard. So how many number of productions we need, based on that, we have to take those particular productions, and here we have used integer dot parseInt and obviously the readline method to take all the input productions, and we will be representing it with the help of a string array. This is how we have considered. Okay, and followed by that, based on the number, we will enter the productions one by one. So first we have to take the left hand side of the productions, and that's the reason we wrote this particular line, that take the left hand side of the productions, because we know that any specific productions having two parts, one is the left hand side, another one is the right hand side of the corresponding productions. Okay, and similarly we can also take the right hand side of the particular productions. So let's go ahead with that particular program. So ultimately what we will display the production rules we have considered over here. Perfect. Like two productions rule, you have taken E producing E plus E and E producing E star E. Any two production rule we can consider. And after considering the production, what is the next stage we have to follow? We have to take one specific string which needs to be parsed according to that particular production rule. So for that, what we have taken that specific string, and here we will putting a simple logic for processing that particular string. We have used a method called string length, as well as we start taking the substring. Why? Because we need to parse that particular string. So each and every component of that string needs to be considered. So we have taken a variable, a temporary variable, and we are executing a while loop. This loop will be executed, and we have to work with every substring associated with that particular string. So here we have also make use of one built-in method called index of. Okay, so these methods are all a part of the string class. Now what logic being used over here? So we have to consider that particular scanning of the string and with respect to the productions we have taken. And once this temporary variable is equal to the corresponding production, so we will come out of that particular loop, and finally we will update the corresponding stack. Okay, so this is a very simple logic, and the main purpose behind the logic is we have to parse the string starting from left, and while you start parsing the string, we have to make use of the concept of the productions rule, which we have already taken in that particular application. And finally, what exactly we are doing? We are started printing the values as available in the corresponding stack. Fine. So here also at the end, we will verify that once the stack is equal to the productions, then we will come out of that particular loop structure. Okay, so this is your stack content. We will just represent the corresponding stack content, and if the production always supports the corresponding input you have already considered. So we can say that yes, this particular string is accepted by the production rules you have considered, or else it will print the rejection. Fine. So this is what exactly Parser is supposed to provide you the output. Either it accept the string or it is going to reject the corresponding string.